Today, I am going to show you how to submit an event proposal for the AWP Conference and Bookfair. The first thing we're going to do is head to the AWP website at www.awpwriter.org. If you do not have an AWP user account, you will need to create one by clicking the Sign Up button at the top of the page. If you have an account but have forgotten the password, please click the Sign In button, then the blue Forgot Password button, and enter your username into this field. Then you will receive an email with a link to a page where you can easily create a new password. Otherwise, log in as you normally would. Once you are logged in, click the Conference Event Proposals page in the main navigation. On this page, you can find links to the proposal guidelines, presenter guidelines, and other resources for crafting your event proposal. To start your event proposal, click the Submit an AWP Event Proposal button. This will bring you to AWP's submission portal. If you haven't used AWP's submission portal before, you may need to click the orange Login with AWP button on the left-hand sidebar. To begin your proposal, click the orange Submit an Event Proposal button to enter the event proposal form. The event proposal form consists of 5 question pages: event information, event organizer information, event preferences, event participants, and event confirmations. If need be, you can navigate quickly to each page by clicking the page header at the top of the form. Before you enter any text, please be sure to read the event proposal guidelines and all the directions listed on each page carefully. These guidelines have been updated for the upcoming conference and book fair. Now that you have read the instructions, you are ready to begin. On the event information question page, enter the event title. Next, choose what category of event you are proposing from the drop-down menu. Please choose carefully when selecting your event category, and select the category that best fits your proposal. The event category is very important, as your proposal will only be evaluated against all other proposals within that event category. If your proposal does not fit well within the event category, like if you put a poetry event in a fiction category, for example, it will not score as highly as it would if it was placed in the correct event category. Once your proposal is submitted, you will not be able to change the event category. If you're not sure what category fits your proposal best, you can read more about event categories in the event proposal guidelines. If you're still not sure, feel free to email events@awpwriter.org, and conference staff will be happy to help you decide which event category makes the most sense. Next, enter your event description and statement of value. The event description should describe the content of your event, and is what attendees will see when browsing the conference schedule. If you would like to see examples of how other organizers have titled and described their events, you can see past events in the Conference Archives section of the AWP website. Your statement of value is your chance to explain to the conference subcommittee why your event is important, and why it should be shared with AWP conference attendees. The statement of value will be viewed only by the conference subcommittee, and will not be included on the public schedule. Next, enter your event agenda. In this field, you should describe your preliminary plans for your event, and how you expect to use your event time. It's okay if these plans are not set in stone, but you should have an idea about the logistics of your event, such as how long you want each person to speak, and what topics you will cover. This question will give the conference subcommittee a more complete understanding of what it would be like to attend your event, and lets the subcommittee know that you are thinking not only of the event's subject matter, but also about planning and executing the logistics of the event. The event agenda will be viewed only by the conference subcommittee and will not be made public. Please also note that fields have character limits. If you enter text that is more than 500 characters, including spaces, it will be cut off when you save your draft. Now that you've completed this section, click the orange Save and Next button at the bottom of the section to continue to the next page. You can also click the orange Save button to save your draft and stay on the event information page, or to save your draft and navigate away from the submission form without losing work. To go back to your draft, return to the Event Proposals page in AWP Submission Portal, then click the Incomplete button on the left-hand sidebar. Click the Edit button next to your proposal to continue working on your event proposal. Let's continue by entering the information in the Event Organizer section. Since you are submitting the proposal, most likely, you are the event organizer. The event organizer is responsible for creating the event proposal and managing communication with both AWP and the participants. The event organizer does not necessarily have to be the event moderator. The name and email fields will automatically populate with the information that is saved in your AWP user account. Fill out the other fields on this page with your contact information, then click the orange Save and Next button at the bottom of the page to continue. Next, please let us know if you would prefer to hold your event in person at the conference, or if you would like to hold a pre-recorded virtual event by selecting one of the options under Event Preferences. Please note that the virtual conference events will be recorded in the fall, then will be made available to watch on demand online during the conference and for 1 month afterwards. Please also note that your event preference cannot be changed at any time after you submit, even if your event is accepted. If you prefer to hold your event in person, please let us know if you would like to request additional audiovisual equipment, and if yes, how the audiovisual equipment will be used, and why it is necessary to the execution of your event. As our resources for providing additional AV equipment on-site are limited, we ask that additional AV equipment only be requested when it is fundamental to the execution of the event. Consider whether the additional AV equipment is a must-have or nice-to-have resource. All AV requests need to be submitted with your event proposal. You will not be able to add AV requests to your event later. Click Save and Next when you're done. Now it's time to add your participants. You will need to enter a minimum of 2 and a maximum of 5 participants, including 1 moderator. Organizers of event proposals are responsible for submitting all information for all proposal participants with the initial proposal submission, including information about each person's professional or artistic experience and expertise. Organizers should be sure to have prior permission from all participants before listing them in their proposal. All event proposal participants must have a free AWP user account to be included on an event proposal. If a participant does not yet have an AWP account, they should create one on the AWP website before your proposal can be submitted. When you are in contact with each person about their participation in the proposal, please ask for the email address they use to log into their AWP account. If the AWP account email is not provided for a participant, or if incorrect information is provided, the participant will not be able to access the Presenter Service Center should the event be accepted. Once a participant has been added, the event organizer will be asked to submit a longer explanation of each participant's professional or artistic experience and expertise, particularly as the participant's experience relates to the proposal topic. This field allows event organizers to more fully describe how the inclusion of each participant will contribute to the proposal specifically. The experience and expertise section for each participant will be viewed only by the conference subcommittee and will not be posted publicly. If an event proposal is accepted, the event participants will have the opportunity to add their own public short biography through the Presenter Service Center. Once added, the public short biographies will be viewable on the online conference schedule. Once you have collected the required information for all proposal participants, enter each person into the proposal form. To add the moderator to your event proposal, please enter the email address associated with their AWP account into the email search field. The name and account ID fields will automatically populate with the information that is stored in the participant's AWP user account. Add the moderator's explanation of their experience and expertise. Next, scroll down to the Presenter section and click the orange Add Presenter button. Enter the first presenter's AWP account email address into the email search field, and add their explanation of experience and expertise. Click Add to add them to the table of presenters. To add another presenter, click the orange Add Presenter button again. If you need to edit a presenter's information, click the Edit button next to their name in the presenter table. Make your desired change, then click the orange Update button. To remove a presenter from your proposal, click the Remove button next to their name in the presenter table, and click OK in the pop-up window to confirm the change. If you are planning to participate in the event if it is accepted, please list yourself in either the Moderator or Presenter section of the Event Participants page. However, if you are simply the event organizer and do not wish to participate in the event, please do not include yourself in this section. When you submit your proposal, each of your panelists will receive an email notifying them that they have been added to an event proposal. Your participants will not be able to view the proposal online, and will not need to link their AWP account to the proposal. When you are done adding event participants, click Save and Next to continue to the final page. Before submitting your event proposal, please read and confirm all statements on the Event Confirmations page. When you have entered all of your event information and checked all pages over, you are ready to submit your proposal. Once you have submitted your proposal, you will not be able to make any changes, so please make absolutely sure that you have entered everything as you intended to. Once you are ready, click the orange Save and Finalize button at the bottom of the page. Click OK in the pop-up window to complete your submission. Now that you've submitted your proposal, confirmation emails will be sent to you and your participants. You can no longer modify your proposal, but you can still view it by clicking the Complete button in the My Applications section of the left-hand sidebar. From your My Applications page, you can click the Print button next to your proposal to download a PDF of your proposal. You can also click the View button to view the submitted event proposal. Thank you for taking the time to watch this tutorial. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact the conference department at events@awpwriter.org.